It's J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. We're going to break down Power, Book 4, Season 3, their final season. What to expect on the next episode. There's a lot going on this season. And we'll talk about a couple of theories that could happen in the next episode. And also, I'm going to open it up for the chat lines. We talk about Power or whatever else may come to mind. With that being said, my dang on tooth hurt. Anyway, so one of the things that is going on this final season that I wanted to bring up, and it's a theory I have on who may end up not living through the end of it all. And I think Tommy's girl, Maria, is in big trouble. I don't see how she gonna end up making it, considering she almost became a victim of a drive-by when they were eating pizza. So to see her so close to this lifestyle when she didn't even, then didn't they shoot at the bus stop or something? I remember, or it was something close. Anyway, she real close. That was in a couple seasons ago. But she real close to danger. And then also we see Miguel, and he's hiring this dude to be a hitter. Now, he didn't tell this dude that Tommy is with his sister. So what if this dude tries to take out Tommy and ends up missing and hits her? In his mind, he like, oh, well, just some dumb broad got killed. I'll get him next time. But in Miguel's mind, if that happened, that's going to defeat the whole purpose, and that'll make him feel real horrible because he pretty much put that chain of events into motion. So I got to turn this fan down. Hold on. Y'all might have thought Tommy Egan got to me. But so anyway, I think that right there will be one way they may take out Maria. I don't know. You all let me know in the comments what you think. But Maria, I don't know. She seemed to be on the chopping block. And it's a way to kind of show that be careful what you wish for and get that hate out your system, because in the end, all it's going to lead to is problems. You know what I'm saying? And with him having so much hate for Tommy and everything that Tommy had going on, Miguel, I want you to take out Tommy fucking Egan. You having that much hate on him, I want you to take out that Blanquito. He don't make no reason to leave and walk at the street of Chicago. I want you to have no insane princess fingerprints. Yeah, but by doing that, you setting your sister up for failure. Let me get to some of these comments right quick. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I have to put on my glasses pretty soon. What up, Shaq Rackin' Black? It was good with you. Rashonda, was good, sis? How you feeling? Brandon, Tony, was good, fam? Hope everything good with you. DeMarcus Vaughn, how you feeling, big dog? Hope everything all good with you. Who else was good with you? Greetings to you. Appreciate you for coming through. Domain Robinson, what's good? How you feeling? DeMarcus Vaughn, you say death predictions. Vic, JP, Merkovich, Miguel, Bill Sung. I mean, those are all, of course, the usual suspects. And nothing wrong with that. Plus, Merkovich is dead, ain't he? Yeah, that Powder. Tell him Powder. Tell him Powder. Baby Powder Pimp got him. So, he ain't last too long. Merkovich got murked like a beard. Brandon Tony, you say she might make it throughout the season. I would probably agree with you if it wasn't the last season, but by it being the last season, I don't see a reason why. I mean, in my opinion, if everybody gets away with everything in this show, they miss an opportunity to go out with a bang and maybe end it in the way it probably should end. Not that everybody would get whacked and everybody that lived this life don't make it, because that's not true. But Tommy lived super reckless. And another thing that I had saw this after rewatching it is when Tommy was sitting there talking to the crew when he brought in that head, and let him talk, Tommy, let him talk. He like, go ahead, talk, Jay, talk, Jay. He gonna give him his little hit, talk, Jay. Like, man, he just don't operate, I don't think, in that environment properly. He operate like some serial killer, which is what he is. And they gangsters on the street that's doing this because they need money. They not trying to kill and do all this other stuff. They trying to make money, hustle, so they can have money, feed their families. They ain't necessarily trying to work a 9 to 5 for whatever reason. And Tommy then took it to a whole nother level. He loved the violence of it all and the killing and stuff. And that's why, I don't know, man. If anything, I think they may have turned on Tommy in the end. They would have set him up, especially after they get word that the cartel taking them out. DeMarcus Vaughn, you say Miguel never told Mo Hitter that Maria is his sister and dating Tommy. Mo Hitter could go after Maria, and Maria hit and run over Mojita. Mojita. I got a Mojita. Mojito. This is why Maria is screaming in the trailer. I didn't even see that. So there you go. My prediction came true. Nah, I'm just nah, but that I mean, makes sense. I wouldn't have suspected it happened so soon. But with her and so close to this, she's a pawn in so many ways. She could be used to get to Tommy. She could also be wrong place, wrong time. I mean, it's a lot of things happening. And then we did see, I believe I did see in the trailer that Tommy gave her a gun. So, that just show he even know that it's getting hot and it's getting close. And one of the worst things you can do is sometimes is give somebody a gun and they don't have any training. They're not used to this. They don't want to shoot people. They may end up getting their own gun used against them or taken from them. So you never know. Who else? You say Maria equals my queen in English. Okay. I didn't know that, but thanks for the knowledge. Brandon, I know Ray means king. So I guess Maria with the feminine, Mireya, my queen. Makes sense. I didn't even think about it like that. Brandon Tony, you say Miguel coming to JP funeral could bring Tommy and Miguel to team up. Now JP, it's about to be what, third episode, and we ain't seen him. If anything, like I told y'all, budget cuts. They didn't cut half his story out, maybe. I know he didn't like that, but we'll see if JP, because he's another person that could be used as a pawn. If they find out that's Tommy brother, they could use him, hold him hostage, take him out, all kind of things. So, all these people I think are easy targets because they are very close to the life and what Tommy got going on, and they ain't really prepared to live that kind of life. So what's up, Tonette? How you doing, sis? What's good, Steve? How you feeling? DeMarcus Vaughn, thank you for the super chat. You say Shanti is Clarissa Shields and Jannard is Papoose. That's funny. And appreciate you for the super chat, fam. Uh, their relationship is weird. Both Jannard and Shanti and Papoose and Clarissa Shields, because it seems Clarissa Shields is like maybe I don't know, man. Seem like she is more of a running him and more dominant. Not that the man should run her or this or that or whatever, but her being younger and seem to kind of be, again, I only seen a little bit of their information, so I don't know how they live their life really, but it just seemed a little weird. Now she a boxer. And it seemed like she got a lot of drama and stuff. I don't know, man. But Shanti, I can see where you kind of get that parallel and similarities. Because she kind of like, no, she not running Jannard, but she kind of running Jannard, like pulling the strings like a puppet master. So it's hard to know. But yeah, man. Brandon Tony, I heard that Jannard might take out JP by accident. Now that would be interesting. I mean, if Jannard, I can see maybe, well, I was gonna say maybe D-Mac, but that's his daddy. He ain't gonna do that. So I would say maybe Jannard have a shoe to do it or something. I don't know if did Jannard ever see JP? Maybe not. But that is possible. I mean, he is sloppy. He may get on that package he still got in his glove box, and then he got his damn aim all woozy. And who knows, man? He may spray up the whole club. And I ain't talking about it in a happy way. Now, this scene right here, in my opinion, it would either made everybody stronger or it would have broke them. And that's when Tommy walked in with a little head. And I ain't talking about getting some broads off the street. Now, they did show them people reaction and everything, and they was like, what the, and what was he trying to do? Was he trying to intimidate his people? Because he trying to say, nah, we all in this together. No, they wouldn't be. They could tell the cartel, if it came down to it, that, hey, Tommy walked in with this dude head. Tommy did it, take him out, and they could go on with business as usual. If they were trying to end this with a bang, they could easily have Tommy set up and the cartel take him out in the last episode, or at least he on the run. Then he got to get the hell out of town, because Tommy's one man and he's not from there. He didn't build up loyalty and soldiers and stuff like that. And so on one hand, I get why he would do this, because this is a power move, intimidation. Don't F with me. Hey, I'm a boss. I'll take you out. And intimidation like this does go a long way in this type of life, because a lot of people be like, well, everybody a killer or they'll all shoot. Yeah, but it's levels to this. And, some people are, I kill for fun. So, Tommy looked like he killed people for phone, man. He, like I've said before, is a serial killer. And so it could, have the fear effect that everybody fall in line because they're afraid of Tommy. But in this life, that can only go so far, because then eventually people could be so afraid that they take you out because you too much of a liability over their head, that who knows what you may do. So you know what? Let's get him out of here so we don't have to worry about him taking us out. So anyway, moving on to the next one. Let me get to a couple comments right quick. Y'all got so many comments. I'm gonna put this down at the. I'm gonna work from the bottom up. DeMarcus Vaughn, you say, imagine if Shawnee tells Shay that Tommy is involved with Maria. Remember that Shay threatened to slice up Maria in season 2. I don't remember that part. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Shay, I had to rewatch some of that again, but that goes back to my point of her being a liability. And it's just, these people like this in real life, that's on like Tommy's level, not a street dude, because they ain't got no money like that to do what I'm about to say, but a person like Tommy on his level will have his girl like Maria put up somewhere 30 minutes, 40 minutes outside the city. She wouldn't be working, because that's not just because I want to take care of her, but going back and forth to work puts you being exposed as possibly getting taken, used as leverage, or taken out the game altogether. So that type of thing they don't do. If a lot of people are familiar, well, maybe some people are familiar, but Al Capone, I know a little more about him because of growing in Chicago. And especially at my time growing up, a lot of his buildings and things was still around. His famous club that he had built, hotel or whatever, was still standing on for a long time when I was coming up. But anyway, my point was that he had one of his main houses and different stuff out in the suburbs of Chicago. It wasn't everything downtown or right in the middle of the city. So he knew he needed some space from where he worked versus where he played. And, that's what it was. And of course, long story short, he played too hard and died of that drip, which, can actually, if you don't get syphilis treated, rots your brain. You can go blind, all kind of stuff. So anyway, DeMarcus Vaughn, you say, did I see the clip of D-Mac and Marshall? No, I didn't see that clip. Or if I did, refresh my memory. I may have saw it and it ain't coming to mind yet. But what happened with them two? I mean, I can see them about to have some type of falling out, because D-Mac living a little reckless. He seems like he young minded, and Marshall be trying to tell him chill or don't do this. It seemed like Marshall a little more mature and understanding about what the stakes of his actions are more so than him. So I've seen people being friends and they eventually drift apart, or they no longer as cool as they once was, because they can't see eye to eye on some of the stuff they doing and their actions. One journey, you said, who has a STI or STD? I was talking about Al Capone. I was saying Al Capone had that. But the reason I brought that up is because I was just saying that Tommy should have Maria in an apartment or somewhere 30, 40 minutes outside the city. She shouldn't be going back and forth to work. If she's too much of a liability, she's at risk. And I was saying Al Capone used to have spots like that 30 minutes outside the city so he could play. And that's why I say he played too hard and ended up with that. So anyway, sorry for the confusion. The Marcus Vaughn, man, thank you for the support, fam. I definitely need it. I need every little bit I can get right about now. You say, who is more dangerous, CBI with Diamond and Jannard, or CMB with Nino and G Money from New Jack City? What's funny is that was based off of real people. I think it was the Chambers brothers in Detroit, which I actually did not know until probably just a few years ago when I learned that, I believe. I did not know that was real. But I would say right now at this time, I'm going to go with I am my brother keeper. Dutter man. I think Nino and what they had going on has far surpassed what these dudes are doing. Now, also, it was a different era. The crack era and the money, the kingpins and things they were making. What's the sad part is that the same thing has happened time and time again in this country, whether it was from the opium dealers and the money that they made and the wealth that they garnered and things they did. They donated to universities or governments or whatever, and they were able to keep their money, and their families became known as wealthy families and respected families. The alcohol, liquor era. So a lot of those families became wealthy families and respected families and kept their wealth and, family name. When it came to the drugs and crack era, they like, nah, y'all ain't keeping none of that. The government, they put in new laws where they can civil forfeiture and take all of their money and property and bank accounts and everything. And so they allowed those people to get big and have a little taste so that they can do what they needed them to do. And then when they was done with them, they came and took it all. They say, hey, y'all ain't gonna be no black Kennedys where we could trace y'all wealth back to the crack dealers. No. Yeah, they got it for every Jay-Z, which Jay-Z never had no wealth like that. Like no Nino Brown. Now from selling crack, he wouldn't have been able to become Jay-Z because he'd have cases. I'm putting cases on all of y'all. So, he may have made some thousands, but he wasn't making millions off of that. I doubt it. Anyway, moving on. That's what I do sometimes. I go down a different rabbit hole. So just be prepared for the ride. Brandon, Tony, you say D-Mac and Marshall made a mistake robbing the triad. That is a fact. That right there, I think they are setting up ways for a lot of these characters to be taken out. Because that right there could be the way that both D-Mac and Marshall go. But especially D-Mac, the reason I say both is because you think the triad's going to try to figure out which one it was. They all look alike. They come on down. Teach a lesson. And they'll get them both if they was together. They ain't going to be like, nah, don't get him, get that one. And so that could be the end of them. Now, if he was on his own, then they'll probably just handle business that way. My point being, sometimes you don't know who you messing with, man. That's the thing in life. People, they sometimes take things for granted. Think what you ain't gonna do nothing or what, because you nice or you didn't see this or think about that. That oh yeah, they dumb. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get away with that. And a lot of that I get from D-Mac. He seemed like he think he's so damn smart and, he know better. He gonna get away with stuff. He think he trying to prove a point when all you got to do is just listen. They told your ass to chill. Just chill. Just wait. Dude, you didn't pop the cop. You know, you need to chill, let the heat die down. Although, truth be told, it really ain't no heat. We ain't seen nobody looking for him. I guess we wouldn't know what they doing inside the police station, but you ain't seen like no news story or something, or no crime stoppers going around trying to figure out who did this or that. I mean, I guess it could be we just haven't seen it, but it seems that he may be in the clear. Truth be told on that. Um, unless they end up having some type of investigation or something going on that we don't know nothing about or we ain't privy to see. So I think the triads is his biggest problem right now. Uh, I think what he got going on, he may have sealed his own fate, because if he would have just waited and laid low like they said, he would be all right. But now he's creating enemies and problems that he ain't ready for and has no idea how to deal with. And I don't know, man. I think he pretty much, by the time, even if he does get back in with them, Diamond and them, I think that he'll have so much beef with other stuff, whether it's the triads or whatever. They probably ain't gonna wanna be bothered with him. Or if they do find out, they'll be like, "Hey, look, you gotta go, shorty. You got the block hot. You tripping. You got all this stuff going on. You don't listen." you know. And another thing, if he would have took that, I guess Jannard was coming to get that pack and a little money, even though we saw him eat that chicken, which that was a Debo move. But I can see if he gave Jannard and Diamond all of the money and everything he got, then it would be like a tribute in a way. But do people do that today? Is that real? I don't know. I guess if you in the mob, but on the streets, like I never heard of somebody robbing somebody or doing something like that, robbing a bank or something, and then taking a portion of that money and kicking it up to somebody else. Not in the black community, in the hood. I ain't never heard of that. Baby. I got my boy Damian Kenny in the building. What's good, fam?
Hey Jay, how you?
I'm doing good, man. All right, how you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good, man. Good to hear from you as always, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, always good to be here. I didn't know if you saw my comment, but I was saying Tommy with that head, he pulled the Steven Seagal move.
Steven Seagal move from Screwface.
Yeah, the evil has been destroyed.
It's Screwface. It's not Screwface. Yeah, that's funny, man. I forgot all about that. I actually saw that in the theaters, man. Marked for Death with Steven Seagal.
Hmm.
I would never, ever think about going to see a Steven Seagal movie, but today, but that was before his reputation started to go, downhill. But
Yeah, he was younger too. He could do more stuff. He can't
yeah,
do nothing now.
I think that was like his third or fourth big movie. Third, I think that was his biggest movie all time, actually, as far as money is. So no, it probably wasn't. But anyway, that is funny. And the thing with that though, with the Mark for Death, is that they kind of believe that Screwface had like mythical powers, which we later learned he was twin brothers. You kill my brother, you gonna wish you were there. You kill my
Him got
brother.
4 eyes and 2 heads.
Yeah, Screwface has 4 eyes and 2 heads. You can't kill him. You can't do it. I didn't even know, but I didn't learn this until recently either, until maybe a couple years ago. But the guy that's in that movie, because I watched it a bunch of times since or whatever, but the Jamaican guy that's in the movie that's on Steven Seagal's side,
Yeah,
yeah, because they had, of course, Keith David, then they had the other dude, Jamaican dude with this. Anyway, he a famous Jamaican singer.
yeah, man. I think
No, that ain't
I
great.
can't remember his name. I remember Screwface's name. Screwface's name was Basil.
Mm.
The actor that played his name was Basil. I don't know what the other man's name was. That's the little short dude got stabbed through the back.
Yeah,
Screwface popped up behind him.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. So with Tommy coming in with that head, I think that was just him being crazy, crazy Tommy, and yeah, he trying to intimidate them and things. But in the end, I think that could be the opening for them to turn on Tommy if they wanted to write it that way, because they could easily be like, "Hey, cartel, stop killing us. It was Tommy. Go get his ass."
Yeah. And
you
another thing that just came to mind is power is like an allegory for chess. Cause you know they got chess pieces in the opening
right,
scene for the Power universe.
right. And then
Like
remember
I
they
was
did
saying
that
earlier,
Queen's Gambit stuff
yeah, I
with
was saying earlier that Maria means my queen in Spanish. So
mm-hmm.
she might be. What's the objective of all the pieces except for the queen? All the
mm,
pieces in chess do what?
right. Make
They
moves,
protect the queen.
protect the queen. Okay, that's
All
it.
the pieces in chess protect the queen. So
Mm,
it might not be that Maria died. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Her
That's a
brother,
good
her brother, he don't want her with Tommy, but he never hurt her. So it's a
right.
giving. He's a piece on the playing board. He's a giving. Grandma is gone. So
Mm,
Maria is the queen. So Tommy already on the queen's side. He don't
right.
even know. But something may happen to make Maria say, well, I gotta take control on this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Miguel might be incapacitated or something. She want to protect Tommy. She want to save his life and keep Miguel safe. That's just the way I'm seeing it with what her name means and how
Yeah,
the show
that's a good.
seems to be structured.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. I didn't think about it that way, but that's good. Cause yeah, they have always tried to have it as chess. They did a whole thing with Tariq about that with his own book too. So that is a theme they use a lot. That is a good point. And hmm, I mean, in a way, yeah, Tommy is trying to protect his queen. It would be interesting to see how this all play out. I think she's his weakness, especially since the one thing that they never establish in none of these shows with power is that the boss never gets security. Why? I don't get that. Like Ghost, he had who? Sean, and then he was by himself all the time, moving around till he finally hired Milan, which was a setup. Like these dudes should have bodyguards and security. Like Tommy had the money amount of moves he make and the money he make, he should at least have one dude or two dudes there watching his crib or watching her back or something. Like he just moves around by himself like you untouchable, and that's just not the case, man.
But
I
he
don't
wised up after that shooting. Now he want people on Maria. Now he want people with Maria. So
about
again, he doesn't care too much about himself, but he's lost so many people
man. Which
that he
was
wants
another reason he should be having security. He should
for
know
them.
better.
For them, he doesn't care about himself. Remember when the Russians made him dig his grave?
I
The last thing he was thinking about was Holly. He was
know,
ready to
right?
go. He was ready to go because he felt so bad about what he did to her.
Well, you bringing back the archives over here. The Russians made him dig the grave in the rain, right? I
Hmm.
forgot all about that one, man. But I actually that's stuck in a little quicker than the other one you was talking about. But anyway, we see another character they got trying to get into this power game, and I think they could be another victim of circumstance. I think she can be taken out. I know everybody gonna name all the other main people that can be killed, and of course, they in the game. But some of these people I'm talking about, they shouldn't be in the game, and they trying to be in something they don't have no business in. And I think it should backfire on them like it does normally in real life. What do you think about this girl playing dope dealer in the club? How you think
She
this is gonna work out?
her character reminds me of Holly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
In
okay,
in a,
how's that?
in the same way, because she set up Ghost,
Mm,
thinking Holly set up Ghost, thinking she was protecting Tommy, doing the best that she could by Tommy.
okay,
But Holly wasn't ready for the game,
no.
and it's
And
the
you think
same way
she's
with her.
trying to help Cloudy?
Yeah, and it's the same way with her. She's not ready for this game. She really doesn't want to be in the game. She told her, she told Claudia, "I want you," but
Mm,
Claudia is the one who wants power. And if you gonna hang with Holly, she gonna pull you along for the ride. Either,
yeah,
either you gonna help her or she gonna let you go.
right. I mean, that is true. I think Claudia is using her, and if she didn't have no use, like say she wasn't gonna give her money or move her drugs and keep her little stuff going, she probably wouldn't be bothered with her. But then also, like, at the rate that things is going for Claudia, she ain't about to get out of prison no time soon. Why she trying to be worried about running a drug empire from prison? Like,
Cause that's all she got. That's all she got. She don't have a father no more. She can't trust her brother. She let her father and her uncle be destroyed. She don't trust her brother. All she got is the game to make money. Unless she gonna take that money and flip it. Look what Claudia did to the chemist.
hmm
She
that's
didn't
true.
even care about her.
Yeah, she did that girl wrong. Um, Now, yeah, that's the thing, man. When you put it that way, that she don't have anything, I think if anything, she should probably try to protect this girl then, and don't get her involved in this stuff. Because if something happened to her, it's definitely over. You
But
know,
that but that again, that's the only utility Claudia has. Claudia don't got no pull with the people that her father had pull with. Either she doesn't have any pull or she gotta be out of jail to have pull with them. But she
right?
don't have no pull with anybody while she locked up. She need a representative on the outside.
Well, I agree with that. That's why I think she's making a mistake getting her mixed up in the game. And if something happened to her, Claudia just burned her only lifeline, basically. And for no reason, because she already got money and stuff and resources. Why you got her selling dope? Like, I could see if it was a regular street dude or, female in the prison, and they don't have money for bail. They don't have money to put on the books. All right, well, look, go flip this pack, go do this and that. Then we can you can pay the rent. We can get this on the, but like, that's the real, how people used to move this stuff. The real reason. Now she's doing it for what? To be rich still? Like, you ain't gonna live in a mansion no more, and all the little fancy clothes. I mean, the penthouse, whatever she was living in. Like, you're doing it for the wrong reasons now. Like, you hustling backwards. Hell, they had legit dialysis businesses and stuff to clean the money, and now you out here looking goofy. You didn't work backwards. So I don't know. I just think she blew it. A lot of these people they put on these shows, it seem hustle backwards like that. For
But
example,
that's
week.
but that's what love would do to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what real love. That's what she wants. She wants Claudia to be happy and to be with her. So she doing what she got to do for that. That's real loyalty and her the test of her love. It ain't been too many people like that. You know what I'm saying? In Power, Ghost wanted out the game. Tasha didn't want out the game. That's why she was always doing whatever she had to do to stay in the game. That's the only thing she knew. That's the only way she knew how to
Yeah,
live. The only reason she out now is because she needs to raise Jasmine.
you're right.
Jasmine is the only
That's
one she got left. Tariq is grown and he's far
right.
gone. She got to be there for Jasmine. That's the
And
only
that's
reason she out the game. If
yeah,
Jasmine was grown, had her own family, Tasha might be knee deep in it with Tariq because she
yeah.
don't know nothing else.
And that's really sad because she kind of chose that because she should have listened to go. That's one of the main things on why I never liked Tasha is that she didn't listen and support him. Like she wasn't wanted to stay there on opening night at the club, trying to leave early, or she wanted him to stay in the game after he done did all that. Like if he's saying it's time to get out, I'm done. We got a exit plan, then listen. Why would you sabotage and do the things you do? Like, oh man, she was horrible, and only to what buy stuff for stuff
She didn't
because
love him. She never loved him.
no, she didn't. She
It
loved what
was
he
it
was
was just
doing
a
for
it
her.
was just a means to an end. She loved the children. She loved the children, but she
Right?
didn't love him.
Nope. She loved that
When she
lifestyle. That's it.
when he asked her, "What do you think I was ever gonna be?" The biggest drug dealer ever around. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, and man, people. This is the thing on what I think the message has become perverted in the dope game. And that is when Nino Brown and them did it, you can see in the beginning they was trying to make it. They was broke. They show them playing basketball. They was trying to, make a little money hustling, but they was, trying to come up. Eventually they had all the nice things and the money, but I mean, after you make but so much money and you came up, what else are you gonna do with the money but buy nice things? Whereas I look at it now and they perverted it because their reason of doing it is to come up. That's what come up mean. Come up out of poverty. You know what I'm saying? We coming up out of being broke, out of poverty. And so, because you down. And so now they have people that's already up and they're doing these things for stuff. Like, I don't get it. They already have their needs met, and a lot of them are doing this, getting into it, not like they've been doing it so long, like Nino and them and their needs and met. Like they're starting off already having their needs met and take penitentiary chances and all this stuff.
Oh, you mean like Braden?
Exactly. Like a Braden, or like they try to say it's for the thrill, but in reality, the first time he got punched in the mouth, the thrill would have been gone, type stuff. You know what I mean? Like the thrill don't last that long. But we
But he
see,
wising up. He wising up.
look how much problems they cause. But like
Yeah,
this
Tariq
girl here,
and
she was.
Tariq.
Go ahead.
My fault. Tariq, my fault. Tariq actually put Braden out the game. Now the question is Braden gonna start the game of his own, or is he still gonna have Tariq's back from the shadows? That's the
Mm,
question.
all
Because
right.
when you look at it, Braden really didn't suffer any consequences. What happened to his uncle? He did not deliberately do that. That was an accident. Braden really didn't lose anything besides some money. You lose money, you can get it back.
Right.
He didn't
His
lose
family
things like
is a
Tariq.
little stature, but they still alive.
Yeah, and somebody will give them a loan. You know that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
How far they lineage and they money go back, somebody will get them a loan, something to start off with, and you pay me back when you get it. And they'll get right back in it. And they'll get right back in it. Those people were legitimate business people. Yeah, they
Right.
were running a Ponzi scheme, but that's common. That's common. You get in trouble, it's litigation. You get out of litigation, you start over. That's it.
Yeah,
They
it's
ain't,
true.
they didn't lose things like Tariq. Tariq learned his lesson by losing people in his life. He
Yeah.
lost his
And he
twin.
lost all his money.
He lost his twin. He lost his baby. He done seen I don't know how many people
I
come and
forgot
go
all
out the
about
game
his
left and
sister.
right. he lost Kanan.
Right.
And he put so much stock in Kanan. He believed in Kanan. He lost Kanan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He may have killed his own father, and that haunts him. His father could be alive, but
I
you
was
know
just
what?
about to say, what you mean may have? He did. You
He
talking
could
about
be alive, but you know what? I'm gonna watch from the shadows and see what goes on. You know
Man, I
what? I'm
think
gonna watch from the shadows and see what goes on. Remember
yeah.
that letter that Tariq burnt?
Yeah.
The letter he burnt, he got in jail. You right where you supposed to be, little nigga. You
I
right where
know,
you supposed
right?
to be.
That's
Excuse
what
my
he get.
language.
Nah, you good. That's what he get. He gonna never defend to weak. But yeah, man. He definitely blew it. Born on third base, thought he was on first base. It ended up in the dugout.
The
And
way Tariq act, like he wasn't even in the stadium. Like he wasn't even in the stands the way he act.
I know, right? He a damn fool. We got my man Stephen Harris. What's good, Steve?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? I see you you put here in the comment what Tommy may use Vic Flynn as an inside man with the authorities. You really think that's gonna work out? I mean, how you think Tommy gonna hold Vic to the fire when Vic can leave and just realistically tell the authorities what's happening and then get protective custody? Like, why would he go along with this? Why you think this works?
I mean, yeah, so he can get Tommy can use Vic to get information from the feds
I
because
know.
Diamond and Tommy is gonna use Vic up till they no longer can use him no more.
But what I'm asking is why you think Vic would go along with it? Why he gonna listen to Tommy after he could leave? Tommy can't kill him when he gone. He
No,
gone.
he can't though because Vic is playing both sides,
Mm-hmm.
and he working with Stacey Marks.
That's your girl. Uh, what you think, man? The Damien, what you think about Tommy trying to hold Vic as his inside man? You think that would why would Vic go along with that when he could easily tell Stacey Marks what's going on and be out of it? Why is he
I
doing
mean,
that?
Vic basically don't got nothing in the game either. He don't have any connections with his father's Irish connects. He don't have anything to keep him in town or to keep him motivated. You know what I'm saying? He done
Right.
lost Gloria or whatever. But this lady,
They could say they threatened her
her
life
name
and
is,
put her in protective custody too. Or
I
just go
think
get
she's gonna
Tommy
end
and
up. Hello.
yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I think Emily gonna end up being some person of interest for him, and that's gonna drive him to do things and be motivated and um have plans and work out his own plans or something. Just being in her presence or whatever. And this Emily lady could become a big player too, because Stacey Mark's trying to move on to the governorship. So somebody gonna have to fill her
Mm,
shoes. Stacey Mark's trying to move on to political office. So somebody
mm,
gonna have to fill her office.
Hmm.
So it could be that
Right.
Vic just wants to see where it's going with this lady because he was ready. He was just ready to leave town with his woman, but that didn't work. So Vic is a mystery man to me. I don't know what's going on in his mind.
You talking about this woman here, his aunt or whatever?
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
oh
about
yeah,
the
that's
little
his
lady he was
brother.
hooking up with at the bar.
Ah, I think he's setting her up. I think that was a setup because he gave her a different name. He said his name was Jason something.
Jason Booker.
Yeah, you said his name was Jason.
Yeah. So I think he was setting her up either for Tommy or Stacey Marks. I think Stacey Marks said find out some information or something. What she say? I don't remember, but yeah, I think that's what that was with him. But as far as his aunt, that's what I'm saying. He could have told, Stacy Marks or whatever, hey, look, Tommy threatening me if I don't work with him and be the inside man, he gonna take out my
Hmm.
aunt and me. We need to be off the case and be relocated. And then just like that, it would be over. And then Tommy would have him testifying against him. So, like, I don't get why he's still trying to hang in there and play the game with Tommy. But in
You
the
know,
end,
his aunt could be a connect. His aunt could be a connect to the people, to the
Right.
people in
I
Ireland.
mean,
So we don't know. I don't know.
possible.
yeah, yeah, I don't trust Vic.
Okay. He said, yeah. Well, no, definitely don't trust Vic. You can't never trust a snitch. And, you're already dealing with criminals. So without trust, then it's nothing. Just a bunch of criminals running around and you can't operate like that. Um, but what y'all think? You talking about trust? Do you think you can trust Jannard because he is trying to be the friend to D Mac and them, but then he want to kill D Mac too and take him out.
Yeah,
So
though, because King Kilo either much told I mean Jannard that he either much want a body. He want D Mac because if he don't get that body, it's gonna be war between the CBLI.
uh, now how does King Kilo know D Mac did it though? Like they could take somebody else and say this who did it. Like how does he know that D Mac did it exactly? He in jail. How he know? They could have anybody laid out and be like, "Yeah, that's who did it. We got him for you." And then, how would he prove it? How would he know?
He might got eyes and ears in CBI. You know, just pay somebody to give info.
Mm. Well, that's true. I mean, I guess how many people know D Mac did it though? It was him.
No, D man been running his mouth, man.
That's true.
Yeah, D Mac is a hard head.
Yeah, definitely a hard head. Gonna make a soft behind and make a soft
But,
midsection with some holes in it.
but
But
see, you know, like he only about what he and Shanti want to do. Everybody else is a mean to the end. He can't afford. He can't afford to make the dude in jail mad because he need him
yeah,
at least to stay off of CBI.
yeah, that's true. I mean,
He and Shanti supposed to be running CBI once they move Tommy out the way, or once they move Diamond out the way.
It ain't
They
gonna
don't
happen
have
though.
to
I
kill
can
Diamond.
see
They can get Diamond
Diamond,
locked up. Diamond got enemies in jail, don't he, Jay?
but I can
yeah.
see Diamond turn on him.
But he got enemies in jail, don't he, Jay?
Damn right. I'm
I want
waiting
to see
for
him right back there.
him. See, that's why they should have multiple seasons, more seasons instead of just being the last, because that would be a good turn of events. He back in jail. I'll be waiting.
They could have gave us 6 seasons of Power Book of Force.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, a lot of people may not put two and two together on this, but a lot of this stuff you all probably know is filmed like a year in advance. And last year when this was being filmed was give or take shortly after that strike with the Writers Guild and the actors and all that stuff. And so the studios and stuff decided they're gonna spend less money and try to capitalize or whatever the case. So budget cuts came, and yeah, it's a damn shame. Damn
Yeah,
shame. Because we may
and
have
they
got
wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, because we might have got more seasons, but then again, who knows? Maybe Tommy is tired of doing the show too. It ain't something unheard of. I mean, I don't know, behind the scenes, but he has been playing this damn role for what, 10 years straight? So as an
Yeah, because in time they probably want to move on to other things.
exactly as an actor, you're always afraid of not knowing your next job or whatever. So a lot of actors like to have the stability of a show that's on so long and keep it going, but you can also get burnt out of being the same person. Or I'm sure people everywhere he go that watch the show call him Tommy and not Joe because his name Joseph or whatever. So
Just the core.
yeah, I'm sure everybody call him Tommy, which I mean they go with the territory. If you play a major role as an actor, I'm sure people will yell out whatever role they think of you in. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, I got encouraging warrior. I'm hearing an echo over here from one of y'all now. Y'all got an echo going on. Let me see. That's you. Yeah, that's you, Damian Kenny. Because when I muted it, it stopped. But encouraging warrior, what's good? How you doing, sis?
What's up, baby, baby?
Oh,
Warrior.
what's good with you? How you doing? What you think about this episode coming up?
Man, I'm the type of person that usually love the kids, but at this point, I'm like FD Mac. FD Mac. Like you don't want to apply yourself, you don't want to get an education, you don't want to get a 9 to 5 job. Okay, well let the streets deal with you then.
I know, right? Hey, Damian Kenny, turn the volume down on the YouTube because it's hearing a bunch of feedback and
Ain't
echo.
that better?
Uh, no, it's still echoing. I don't know why it started doing that because it was fine at first.
I'll leave and come back.
All right, it's all good. All right, but yeah, man, D Mac, I wouldn't even put him in the kids category. You wilding out here in these streets. You trying to get some coochie. You a little young YN. That's what you is.
But you know what? But you know what? I don't blame him because he's just trying to emulate the adults that he worship, which is Jannard and Diamond, and he's chasing after them. So he's trying to be, think that's the right thing to do. When in reality, no, that's not the right thing to do.
Right.
All he's doing is just heading down a path of destruction. And Tommy, I just don't understand. How do you expect for this child to listen to you and follow in your footsteps when you just as bad? Like you a good example.
Exactly.
Like he don't
Tommy,
even respect you.
nope. Tommy thinks that he can deal with him through intimidation, like he deals with everything else. Tommy don't really have
Hmm.
no other way to deal with something. So he think by coming in and scaring him or don't do it, I told you don't, is in like what, you gonna beat me up and shoot me? Like he gonna fight back and shoot back or something, you know what I mean? So like Tommy really has no leverage unless you want to talk to him and bond with him as a person, and then he does it because he respects you. But this,
Hmm.
yeah, do it because I said so, or I'm Uncle Tommy, or you better, or else. He like, man, shut up.
And see, like that tell you right there, like it's a certain type of way that you have to discipline and raise children. Like you can't be like using fear or violence to think that they're gonna follow what I say because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna blow back in your face.
Yeah, exactly. Especially after they done got looking you eye to eye. It's like, all right, you can't bend him over your
Oh,
knee no more. Look at it. We done knocked out Steve over here.
But trust me, teenagers is at that age they will try to test you, they will try you, they will try to push your buttons to see how far they can take you. And I'm telling you, man, this is why you got the saying, I brought you in this world and I
And I
can
think
take you
y'all,
up out this world.
Yeah, that's true. But you got to put that in them from birth.
Hmm.
You can't pop up when they already grown. Remember when Tommy met D Mac? Wasn't he? Didn't he already have a little Mac in the lunchbox or whatever, a little machine gun?
Yeah,
Yeah. So like he was wilding already. You coming in talking about, or you bet? Like what? I'm gonna spray your ass. So it'd be interesting to see if he ever gets his act together. I don't know. I think he will probably get that girl hurt. That little
yeah, and it's sad because it ain't like D Mac is stupid. Like he do have intelligence. It's just that he just using it for the wrong reasons, man.
he wilding, man. Ain't listening. What you think about D Mac, Steve? You think he gonna get his act together, or
nah, I think he gonna continue to ride there in them streets.
Mhm. You think Tommy's discipline method right here, throw you up against the wall, you better, or I beat you up? You think that's a good way that it works, or that way don't work no more with the YNs of the day? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't gonna work though. But it ain't gonna work because and him running with Jannar gonna end up get him killed because he already done went over there and robbed them agency over there in the gambling spot and took the money in either much gave his product the dime I mean to Janard.
Uh-huh. Hey,
Because, I
go
mean,
ahead.
D-Mac gave his product to Janard, yeah.
Nah, I was just laughing when you called the Asians the agency.
That's what I thought I heard. I'm like, did he just say agency? I'm like, I'm tripping.
I mean, he was.
That's what we call the agents now. We calling them agencies now.
Right, man. I'm like,
I want to be politically correct.
I
ah,
mean, yeah. Don't mean them Chinese agents. That's what
All
they went
right.
over there and brought.
oh my
And this is
goodness.
what I don't understand. What made D-Mac and Marshall want to go ahead and rob, of all people, the Asians? Why couldn't they just rob a little corner store or something like that? Like
You
in
know,
Jews.
right. That's actually would have been more realistic. For them to find that card game, know about it, know when to hit it, and know they don't have security or whatever, that takes more planning than somebody like
And they don't have no surveillance camera outside the building or inside the building.
which is
Nowhere.
very rare nowadays to not have no camera and this them type of dudes. They wasn't broke and they didn't have a ring doorbell. So
And you would think they would have more security up in there.
yeah, I mean, they showed us this in The Sopranos, where people that play those type of high stakes games, they usually have somebody there to watch the game, security or something. Now, they did have that big high stakes card game in Hollywood. It was called Molly's Game. They made a movie about it, Molly's Game, but it was supposedly Ben Affleck, Tobey Maguire, all kind of high level A-list actors and producers and stuff. And from what was said, they didn't get robbed or have that type of stuff, but um, they were actors.
Hmm.
Although that would have been nice for a thief like D-Mac to get them, he wouldn't know what they're doing because he's not in that circle. Whereas, although just because you all run the streets don't mean everybody know everybody business either. So that's why.
Because he ain't smart, but he don't have the brain and the muscles or the tools and show definitely don't need much or have no connect around him or no product to sell.
Well, he was smart enough to pull it off. He was dumb to try and dumb to think it's over and he may get away with it.
Yeah, because he want to be a part of the CBI, but Diamond ain't letting him get in.
Right.
I think it was dumb for him to take that pack of fentanyl off that table like that. He should have just stuck with taking the money and the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Because see, stuff like that can get traced back to you very quickly.
Yeah, especially in the streets. You
Like,
know.
come on, big old red pack like that.
Matter of fact, what if how we talking about everybody else? What if somehow, some way, it gets traced back to Jannard and he ended up
Mm,
getting taken out because
mm.
he thought maybe he the one that did it or had something to do.
Yo, if that happens, oh my God, Shotzi will be livid.
Yeah, that's her retirement plan right there.
Yeah, though, because she already trying to put him to take out D Mac and go up against his own brother Genoa, and you already know it ain't gonna happen.
hmm Got my man Damian Kenny back. Sound much better now.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Sound like he done took a cough drop or something.
yeah. Yeah, man. What'd you think about maybe what if that fentanyl pack get traced back to Jannard, man? What if the Chinese gang they may want to come take him out, the triads, thinking that he pulled the hit. I mean,
Yeah, it's just more trouble for the CBI. And what
mm,
I was thinking is that card game is probably because they so puffed up. You know, ain't nobody gonna got no hard enough to come rob us. Ain't nobody got no hard enough to come rob us. They don't need all that inside
that's true.
outside surveillance and all that. They probably need a few bodyguards or whatever. And that thing could have been every young buck trying to make a move could have been like knew what the situation was.
It's possible.
And
I
you saw he had Marshall in there. So who knows? Marshall could have been in that been in so many of them games.
right.
And now D-Mac want to rob the place.
That's that. I forgot about that part. That's it right there. Because I was just about to say, in Chicago, stuff is kind of still segregated. So like, there's no way you would know what they doing over there. But Marshall is the key. By him working there, you know what I'm saying? He probably ran his mouth, told them like you said, want to rob the joint because he was mad that you hit him. So he knew that he was coming. He like you ain't had to hit me that hard. Da 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 da. So that's a good point, man. He was in on it, which I mean, come on. They gonna know it was a black guy that robbed the joint, and then they got a young black guy there that they hired. So they ain't dumb. They wouldn't take them that long to put two and two together. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have them looking for them already, especially if they show up with new stuff.
And the thing of it is, y'all was saying why they didn't rob a smaller place. There's no money. They trying to hit the most money they can get. D-Mac is Marshall got his own place, but who's paying his rent? How's Marshall affording that place by itself? And D-Mac need a place to be too. Because number one, nobody wants him in the game.
That's true. I mean, they place may not be that expensive. It doesn't look that luxurious, but uh you still got
Man, God, you know, I already said that the place looks stank, that he need to light up a candle. Now,
he
come
did
on,
say
Jay.
that. Yeah, I forgot he did say that. So but you still gotta pay the rent. But I'm thinking it's probably I mean, I don't know what the going rate is, but I'm sure it's probably around $1,000, give or take, somewhere or less, you know. But
Yeah, but how's he affording that? Marshall, I don't believe Marshall working them 9 to 5.
nah, they can, move some work or something. But then again, they ain't got nothing to move.
But that's why they
Yeah,
robbed that place.
right.
And if
Yeah.
Jannard hadn't took that package, they'd have sold that too. They trying to get the most money in the least amount of time that they can get to afford their life.
hmm
D-Mac not going home because he don't want to go by the rules. Marshall is on his own. So he got to do what he got to do to live.
That's why he got mad saying too many people know my spot now because of you, which that's a violation back in Chicago. You don't have everybody know where you live because how can you be comfortable if you got all these people that be looking for you and they know where you live? You can't sleep easy no more. You gonna have to move. Like,
Well, dang
Yeah,
near
because you gotta
everybody know
move to
where
another
Tommy
place.
live.
what you say, Damien?
Dang near everybody know where Tommy live.
Well, that's why that's a big problem with that with me. But I mean, I feel you. What you
And
about?
Tommy don't care.
Yeah, but everybody else would. Miguel could easily have somebody catch Tommy going in and out that place, and that's the end of Tommy. And it could be what? That somebody tried to rob him going in or anything. Like people can get randomly popped in Chicago too. So like it don't always have to be gang related. I don't want it to make it seem that the average person minding their business and bang, because it ain't that. But you know, it didn't look like Tommy was in the best of neighborhoods either, right there over there under the train station. It could be north, could be south. Ain't no telling where he at. But
Jay, he bought that place from a firefighter, remember?
yeah.
So
But they
I'm
got
pretty sure the firefighter is living in a pretty, I guess, okay neighborhood, I guess.
well, they got fire stations all everywhere though in America. So good neighborhoods and bad. So it's no way to know. I mean, I feel your chances are it's probably in a decent neighborhood on the north side or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because he probably wouldn't have wanted it. The way he got that is kind of weird too. Like it just made everything too easy.
Obvious.
Right. But anyway. Lord Bison say people think Tommy is a superhero. I know, right? Like the way he ended up getting away and doing stuff so easy, it does make it look like he's some
Uh,
type of superhero.
Jay, did you remember that question you had said earlier? You was like, how did King Kilo find out about his nephew getting popped?
Right. Well, how did he know it's D Mac?
Oh, well, you know how you know how the streets talk. If anything, I think people find out stuff quicker in the prison than out there in the street. And you supposed to know better than that, Jay, because ain't you supposed to be Rojas?
I
Okay?
know, right?
You supposed to know better.
Pass the wire. Pass the wire. No.
He's sitting in the
Little
kite. Sitting
puppy.
in the kite.
I know, she need a kite. Just come here, little puppy. No, but the reason Damien made a good point that he running his mouth, which I mean you can't you can't get confused with that. If he's saying he did it and he running his
Mm-hmm.
but the reason I was saying how they know is because it was only those two there, and one of them didn't leave to talk. So if he didn't run his mouth, he could have got away with that. Nobody was no witnesses. Nobody was there.
And that show you right there. That be happening in real life. How these young folks they be out here doing these crimes, and they get online talking about, yeah, man, I did this. Look how much money I got. Da 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 da. Then all of a sudden you see in the background the police busting in
Yeah.
because, and then you wonder why you got caught.
I know.
Sitting
Yeah.
there telling on yourself.
And then, like to back up what she just said, in real life in Chicago, there was this woman and her son. They got jumped by 8th graders,
Mm.
and the whole internet talking about it.
That just happened.
Yeah, some
They got
folks.
jumped by 8th graders,
Yeah, they was bullying her son.
and she thought she was gonna teach them a lesson, and they kicked her ass too.
But they recorded it. They recorded it.
I don't want to laugh because this is
Hey,
sad.
No, no.
I am gonna laugh. What the hell?
But I'm saying
Yeah.
she wasn't even confronting them like that. Those kids came up on them, turned their phones on, and got to work on them.
OMG.
People
Oh
people
my
thought
God, that is so
people
sad.
thought that she was pregnant. People thought she was pregnant because her stomach was out, but she's sick. I think she got fibroids or something. But they went to work on them.
Now
And
she
it's
was
not funny
pregnant.
because folks
Was that?
folks were saying they should charge them kids as adults.
Yeah, they should.
And
I
other
don't know
folks
about
and
that.
other folks is defending the kids, talking about, well, they just kids.
I
But
don't
yet
know
and
about that
still,
either.
it's people, it's It's some of them kids whipped out their camera and recorded them other kids beating them down.
So basically, you deliberately out there causing havoc and chaos. Oh nah. Oh
And
hell nah. Like
it's a it's
what?
a
Where
it's a
they
big
parents
debate on
at?
Facebook. It's a real big debate on Facebook.
So what we based off what you told me, my first thoughts is I wouldn't charge them as adults if they in 8th grade because we do that so much and they are still kids and they will be when you charge them with something like they could be in jail for 30 years. Like, damn, they'd be in jail longer than they was ever free. And I
Mm.
Yeah, that is true, Jay. You do have to be some sort of
yeah,
lenient, I guess.
But still,
right.
they could.
Now I won't say I would just say a slap on the wrist, kids is kids. Now you can they need to bring back the juvie home or all right,
But
you know,
they still
keep
have
your
juvie.
ass there till you 18 or something,
They
you
still
know.
have juvie. And when you charge those kids as young as they are as adults, you have them in juvie maybe a year or two, and then you have them on parole for years.
I don't agree with having people on parole for 10 years either, like Meek Mill and stuff like that. I don't, unless you
Not
know,
parole, but probation. You had them on probation
Probation.
for years.
probation, I mean, yeah.
That
I
ain't
don't
nothing
agree
but a
with
setup.
that exactly. You're
Ain't
not
nothing
really
but a
free.
setup. That's why I be trying to tell people like, don't do drug court. Cause if you know that if you ain't got that itch out of your system, it ain't gonna work.
Hmm.
You might well just go ahead and do the rest of that time, max out, and get out free
Yeah,
and clear.
for real. Plus, the worst part to me is that they make you pay to be on parole or probation. You got to pay, and you got to pay for the drug test, and you got to pay for all.
Hmm.
You don't pay, that's a violation. When I found that out, they make you pay for this, and if you don't, they can put like, how are you gonna get the money for all of this stuff, and you don't have a job, or you got all this stuff? Like it's a setup. I,
Hmm.
I think some of this stuff is just,
But that's the consequence of charging them as an adult. If
but as
them
a
being so
child,
young, they put them sanctions on the kids and their parents. If you don't want your
uh,
child to go to
my goodness,
your
man,
child, your
society
child
is
gonna do a year.
complicated right now because I do have some type of feelings that the parents should be responsible because they are still kids, but then also I wouldn't don't think the parents should go to jail for what their kids did either. Like you are still
Hmm.
a person, you aren't God because you're a parent. You don't know what these damn kids are doing. You could be trying or not trying, and that's one thing. But then you responsible for someone else's actions, even a child.
But
I
that's what it
would
is.
hate to be in jail for something my son did. I would hate.
That's what it is. Because of their age, they charge them as adults, and they make them do a few years in juvenile. Now they let them out, but they're on parole until they're legal adults, which means they on parole till they're 18 to 20.
Mm.
And
Until they turn
also,
18 to 20, they on parole. And while they're on parole, they're still minors, so they under your care, which means if they violate, you're in trouble too.
they'd have to be
Wow.
something, and they could still stay, but they under their own damn care. And also, I've looked into this issues before on different reasons, and I want to state that even putting kids in juvie pretty much ruins them because
Hmm.
people that go through that process, they missing out on a lot of growing up, high school, all of this stuff. They don't really learn how to get a job or be normal, and so then they coming out at 18, and then what? Go ahead and be normal. Go get a job, and they done miss this or that, and so then they end up making stupid mistakes again, and back, and now,
Reoffending.
yeah, now they're adults with previous record and things. So
But
like Lord
but
Vice
that's why
say, the
that's why
legal
you
system
put
is rigged.
you put them on parole until they're adults, and you put it on the parents. If they violate, you have to keep them in line, because if they violate, you're gonna be in trouble too. So you keep them in line as long as they on parole. We ain't gonna drug test them. We ain't gonna do nothing to them. They can go to school. They can get. We want them to get a job,
In a way, what you
but we
said,
want them to stay out of trouble. If they get into any more trouble, it's on you and them.
but that's where I got a problem with.
Yeah, because they're
Because
supposed to be
I can
doing
tell you
it
don't have
anyway.
kids.
Huh?
Because I can tell you probably don't have kids saying
I
that.
don't.
I can tell because as a person that has kids, they do stupid stuff no matter what you have tried to explain and say. And now you can put them
Yes.
in jail for that. I don't want to go to jail for that. I wouldn't want to.
I mean, but that's if they charge them as adults. They might not. They might not even do that.
You could
And
be
you
doing.
know, CPS gonna be involved. You know, they're gonna be asking questions.
I know, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
they can come and take your kids away from you, CPS.
take them then,
For
but you ain't
real,
gonna put me in
that's
jail. You can take their little ass for all I care, but I ain't going to jail. That's the
for
problem.
real. Like shit, I ain't telling his ass to go out there and kill nobody.
Hey, for real. I ain't tell them to do no stupidness or steal a car and run over the people and this and that and all that. You know, kids do stupid stuff that, I mean, I've done stupid stuff in my teenage years or younger years that my parents didn't know about or wouldn't have approved of. And we dumb and think we could do that. I ain't do stuff like that to land me in jail or kill people, thankfully. But, you know, it is people that do. And hell, most people start selling drugs when they is at least teenagers. And you probably wouldn't try that stuff a lot of times if you had a little more sense and was older and understood, you know, what's at risk, getting killed or, you know, felonies and all the stuff that can happen. But anyway,
Even
what you
even with
said is better than locking a kid away like we do. But we got to find a way to hold them accountable. I get what you're saying, which means attach the parent to it. But then, like, if you remember, I don't know how many of y'all saw Michael Moore, Fahrenheit 9/11. It's an old documentary, but they was talking about how this one woman, a black woman, single mother, she because of the welfare to work credits, she now to get the welfare and stuff that she needed had to work. And so her son, who was I think in kindergarten at the time, kindergarten, listen to this story. He was in kindergarten at the time. Now, because she couldn't get a lot of the stuff that she needed, the single mother, she ended up not being able to afford her apartment and moving in with her brother. Now, while she's living with her older brother and got her son there, who's in kindergarten, she has to go leave early in the morning to be at work for this welfare to work requirement stuff or whatever. And so the son leaves to go to school on the bus uh, to the brother because she's gone already. Well, long story short, the boy, because she'd leave at like 8 in the morning, like 6 in the morning, and wouldn't be back to like 7 or something like that. Because you got to factor in the transportation, so she barely had enough time to spend with her son. Anyway, he found a gun that she didn't know about, but he found a gun in that house that her brother had somewhere. The boy took it to school and accidentally shot one of his classmates to death. This was in the kindergarten. Now they want to charge him with murder, do this, do that, charge her, lock her up. But like how it's only so much time in a day, so much a person can do, people struggling, it's a lot. I don't want to say every case, you know, is that way, but it is more nuanced than the law allows sometimes. And you know, if they tried to charge her and stuff, if I remember correctly. And I don't think it happened or it was close or whatever, but yeah, man, it's only so much as parents, man. It's hard for
yeah, it's another case that happened recently. 2-3 years ago, this 6-year-old shot his teacher in
yeah, I
school
think I
because
heard
Yeah,
about
and the teacher got the money,
he
right?
found his mother's gun. She lost her parental rights to him. He lives with another family member. He's been moved out that school in another program. His mother can't see him because she lost her parental rights. The teacher just got awarded like 2 or 3 million from the
No,
school
it was
system.
10 million.
10 million
it.
from the school system.
Wow.
And the boy admitted, yeah, I shot it. On that particular day, his educational plan called for at least one parent to be with him in school at all times. On that particular day, nobody came with him. But normally his mother or his father would have been there. But because that happened, she's lost her parental rights to him.
Yeah, man, it's hard out here, and who's to say if that's the right? There's no way to really know because obviously she wasn't able to do something right if that happened. But then again, who knows? It's
But
wild out here.
the whole reason she got charged because that was her weapon.
So she should have had it put up or locked up better or whatever.
She did have it put
Basically.
up. She didn't have it locked up, but she had it put up, and he knew where it was, and he went and got it.
Yeah, kids is nosy. They'll look for that type of stuff. I know I used
And he learned how to shoot it
Wow.
because I'm pretty sure he never saw her shoot it, so he learned how to shoot it.
Well, the way they train and show so much stuff on TV and stuff today, a lot of people done learn so much stuff, whether they realize it or not. Me looking back at it now, like I remember breakdancing, and I learned how to break dance from watching the TV, and then I go try it. So, like, we watch stuff all the time and probably learning how to do stuff without realizing we just never practiced it. You know what I mean?
But if he learned how to take the safety off, or he learned how to take the safety off and still didn't shoot himself. I mean, the one Little Wayne was much older than him, and he shot himself messing with his mother's gun.
He say the police officer saved him.
Yeah.
But this is what I don't understand. Like, if you know
Safety,
that
though.
you got a gun, why don't you take that extra step and make sure that the gun is put up properly? Like really properly. Like, get like one of them safes with a combination.
I mean, they got them even better than that. I got a gun safe, and I think that was like $100 for it. So that ain't like that ain't that expensive. It's not like nobody can afford $100, but it's got a fingerprint ID and it's got the digital where you can put in the code. So all I do is just touch it with my finger and it opens up, and you pop up. It's got a quick release, so it open up real fast with the spring. As soon as I touch it, it pop up, and it's a metal. The whole thing is a metal case. It's heavy too, but it's like it fits in your drawer. So it's in like your nightstand drawer, and then all you gotta do is pull the drawer out, touch it, boop, and you got your stuff.
Yeah, but that would be my thing. My thing is accessibility. Somebody trying to break your stuff, and how quick can you get your
Well, that's why I don't actually keep them there. It's sitting right here. Matter of fact, you can see it under that hockey mask. It's sitting right there. All I gotta do is
But then representing the woman that lost custody of her son, they gave her 2 years suspended, so she don't have to do no time. But him, she can't be with him until he's an illegal adult, unless they rescind it.
That's sad.
See, I ain't got no kids around no more, so ain't nobody coming in here and messing with that.
I'm saying like when you got kids around, man, you gotta walk on a very, very fine line.
Yeah, y'all was both kind of saying it the same. But yeah,
oh no, I said when you got kids, you got to walk on a very fine line because anything could happen.
Well, here's a good question. Segue back to the show a little bit. What if Maria say she pregnant? Y'all think Tommy gonna
hell no.
Oh, it ain't gonna happen though, because I seen Tommy giving Maria that piece because Tommy told her protect yourself at all costs everywhere you go because you got the Mexican cartel is chasing after Tommy and trying to take him out. They already done took out Chavo.
Tommy been wanting a kid ever since Holly. I'm surprised they ain't.
Yep, and he choked out in season 3.
No, Tommy. Don't be having no babies, man, because you will be doing the child a major disservice.
Oh my goodness, really?
Oh Lord.
And you
See,
know
that's
he
probably
ain't.
the only thing that'll convince Tommy to leave the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
though, that's the reason why Miguel don't either much want Maria either much going with Tommy.
Uh-huh. I mean, he better be careful. She is Hispanic, man. They fertile. He going, yeah.
Now, how
Well,
you know that, Jay?
I know, right? He gonna have a couple muchachos.
Yeah, because Tommy and Miguel already got issues with each other because he already done blowed up his stash house with two men's off in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
Tommy.
I don't think they believe in using any kind of contraceptives. You know what I'm saying? Like people just going raw. Like people don't care. Like
She said, "Come and shoot up the casa."
Shoot. I
shut
think
up,
Tariq was
Jay.
using them. Tariq was using them with everybody but Diana.
I know, right? Tariq.
Yeah,
I
Tariq
mean,
had
Tyreek, man, he
heavy.
probably ain't coming back. He probably ain't coming to the end of the episode 9, or they gonna bring it back to the end of the season finale.
I hope they don't have him show up in this in a way.
Nah, in a way, I do want Tariq to show up. So maybe
Right.
he can knock some sense in D-Mac's head if he lives long enough.
I wouldn't go
Nah,
that
Tommy
far.
don't care about nobody. Tariq don't care about nobody but Tommy. He don't even know
Yeah,
these people.
right. And also, D-Mac better whoop Tariq ass. D-Mac is more real than Tariq. You see this boy with this straight, clean-cut fade, talking French, trying to tell you, talking Italian or whatever, talking to you, talking about some Ivy League. D-Mac be like, what? Hey, man, shut up talking to me, pretty boy. He been in rob Tariq. He could beat Tariq up. If I
You
was
gotta,
a fight, I put my money on D-Mac over.
and you
You
gotta
put your
realize
money on D-Mac.
Tariq ain't trying to be out front no way anymore. Tariq's not trying to be
Right,
out front anymore anyway. Like
exactly.
the African said, you'll be a ghost. And that's
Right.
his job. His job is to get what he need to get and leave. So he's there to make sure that Tommy don't die and get Tommy out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Take
because he
off
can be
with
the one that
Tommy.
comes to
Make sure
Tommy
Tommy alive and get away with him.
Yeah, and a
You
bunch.
think we gonna see Tasha again?
Oh no, I hope she don't pop up. Please don't let Tasha pop up.
I know, right? I thought Tasha would have been a good match for Tommy, but at this
That's
point,
what I thought.
yeah, they should have made them start to get together. that
That's
would
nasty, man.
And
I
the writers ain't
I
gonna. I
know
mean, yeah, like
I
we're
said a lot.
I know that would have been
That's
more
nasty. That's just like Kanan getting with Tasha.
with who?
Kanan.
Kanan. I know, right?
That's
I
nasty. That's
know,
just
right?
like Kanan being with Tasha.
But it would have brought more drama and interest to the show, in my opinion. Like,
And
damn,
then that's the whole reason Tasha not in the game because she's trying to raise Yasmin. So who's gonna stop Yasmin from doing whatever if Tasha's not watching her?
right? That's a
yeah,
good.
because and Tasha mama ain't finna keep her because she had took the baby money and spent it up over some liquor.
Look, I
Yeah,
know you didn't go there, yo.
grandma's not a utility anymore. She don't need to be watching no kids. She need to take care of herself. So Tasha need to
Yeah,
take
Mama,
care of her
mama got
daughter.
a lot
I mean
too.
that's what all ass need to do. Take care of herself.
Man, speaking of old, man, I was speaking of man, I was on Instagram and this woman, I don't get on Instagram much, but this woman was in her little thong and bra, and she had a big old booty. I ain't gonna lie, she was big, shaking it, and then that she was shaking it in a little stomach. It was alright. She was cool. I ain't gonna kick her out of bed or whatever. And then she bent down to the camera, like, oh shit, she like 70 years old. Like,
Oh no.
Jay, you must
oh,
ain't seen them pictures of Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Have you seen the pictures of her?
Hell no.
People are saying that Judge Judy look thick.
Get the hell
What?
out of here.
Charlemagne the
They
God,
cut that,
Charlemagne the
bro.
God said Judge Judy went around here looking thick.
Get your
I seen some pictures of she in a pink tracksuit.
Oh
ass.
Lord.
She got that
And Judge
old.
Judah, 80 years old.
I know Judge Judy is thick. Oh,
I'm not
wow.
messing.
Oh no,
I can't mess
I
with
can't
Judge
even
Judy.
imagine that.
Can't mess with no Judge Judy.
Even in her prime, I'm thinking this little old.
I'm talking about the whole time you trying to explain yourself in the courtroom. That one would shut you down.
You gonna be
I
like
know
the
the woman that
jailbird.
wouldn't even let you get a word in edgewise. She keep telling you to shut up,
I know,
insulting you.
right? I mean, she
No,
she
I
plays the
can't input.
role.
I can't mess with Judge Judy.
She
Nah,
plays the role of
I'd rather mess with Judge Mathis. He be cracking me up.
well, both of them people. So Judge Mathis, have y'all seen him talking on in interviews lately?
I
Yeah,
haven't
Vlad
heard
TV.
nothing.
No, not on Vlad. I didn't see that, but it's another one that's basically like Vlad. It's called The Art of Dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My fault. It was the other dialogue.
Yeah, Judge Mathis and Judge Joe Brown got a beef going on right now. They going back and forth calling each other liars and sellouts and fake. And Judge Joe
Dude,
Brown going ham,
Judge
Yeah.
O'Brien is a Trump supporter.
big time Trump supporter.
Exactly.
And also that comes from where you know, Judge Mathis' son is
Gay.
he's
And
in that way, and Judge O'Brien called him out on it.
he did.
I be
And
listening to both
that's the root
Joe
of the beef.
Brown and
That's what
Judge
makes the root of
Mathis.
it.
Hold on, y'all was both talking at the same time.
My bad. Go ahead.
I'm sorry,
Go,
but
what you finish what you said, Damien?
No, I
the
was going to say I be listening to both Judge Joe Brown and Judge Mathis because they do be having some valid talking points, but for the majority, like no, like Judge Joe Brown, I think he was trying to run for office at one time, right?
Yeah, because he was trying to run for governor of Tennessee, and you already know Tennessee ain't gonna elect no black man to be
Exactly.
governor.
Judge Joe Brown is crazy. But what you going back to what you were saying about him talking about Judge Mathis' son, that's going back to what we were saying earlier. We ain't be responsible for what our kids do and not do and this and that. Like you attacking Judge Mathis for his son, like that's on him. Like he didn't make him do this or that or whatever. Like anyway, I think that
but that's the root of their beef, and he's challenging Judge Mathis's ability as a father and a male role model, and that is the root of their beef.
that's true. That is that, but I see how that could be. But like, if somebody had a child and they did choose that, you can't stop them. But you're gonna beat it out of them, put them on punishment, say you don't love them no more, do all these things. They could still be doing that though. So
Hmm.
I get it. But here's the thing I was about to say before we move on. Judge Joe Brown, he's crazy, but one of the things he said that I ended up looking up is that he did James Earl Ray. He did something. I should Google it right now, but anybody can Google it. But Judge Joe Brown, he was on the Dr. Martin Luther King case, and James Earl Ray, he said James Earl Ray didn't do it, and that it was I forget the details, conspiracy or whatever. But anyway, he worked on that case as the attorney or something like that, and that kind of game got him his first national attention. And then he became a judge, or he was a judge at the time. Anyway, I can't remember offhand, but he was saying that in Art of Dialogue. He like, yeah, Martin Luther King, he ain't do this and that, and damn Merle Ray. I'm like, man, what the hell he know? And
Dude,
sure
all
enough,
these people, I mean Judge O'Brien and Stephen A. Smith, they both of them are Trump supporter. I can't listen to them now.
Nah,
well,
I don't trust you.
Stephen A. Smith, problem with him, I wouldn't even put him in the category of Judge Joe Brown as far
I
as
mean, he do need to be removed from ESPN.
I wouldn't necessarily
But
say all that. I just don't watch it. But because he didn't change, he didn't went too far off the handle. But he don't know about politics as much as he think he
But he
does.
knows sports, but he don't know nothing about politics, and he's sitting up there always getting his facts wrong.
Exactly. He need to stay in his lane.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, is that he basically is saying he's a Democrat, but he's actually a Republican, and all his views and things is like MAGA and all of that.
And he got a white audience coming on his show because he had Sean Hannity interviewing him and Roy Cooper interviewing him, and they both is Republican.
He had Sean Hannity interview. I know. I haven't watched ESPN or Stephen A. in at least a couple years, actually. At least two or 3 years. I just, yeah, he's changed. Not that I always fully supported him. I could still rock with you and not agree with you 100%, you know. But he's really kind of tweaked out now, in my opinion. So.
And he too greedy. And he
do
greedy.
you think ESPN is falling off?
Oh, absolutely. Well, the truth of the matter is, YouTube and has really killed all of this stuff, because any show that's on cable, they basically gonna put some clips on YouTube or put the whole episode, whether it's Bill Maher or John Oliver or Last Week Tonight or The Daily Show, or name any show that comes on cable, and you can watch it on YouTube now for free. It may have commercials or whatever, and that's because people don't have cable like they used to, which means it don't have the power and strength that it once had, which means it's all dying out, and it's not, it don't have the power it once had. And so, yeah, man, all of these expensive produced shows, or shows with a talk show host, and they got a live studio audience and things, that's expensive shows to rent those locations and all that production staff and all of that stuff. Like, they're not budgeting millions of dollars worth of show when you got people like Joe Rogan sitting in a room with one person, no staff, no live, and they get more views than that big production does. So it's like, well, why would we spend millions of dollars to not make any money? It's like for example, Rachel Maddow, for example, like, she on CNN or whichever, MSNBC, she got a $25 million contract. Like, they're not able to sell advertisements during the show that's $25 million.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch MSNBC, because I don't like how they fired my girl Tiffany Cross, who used to come on Saturday, and they turn around and fired Jordan Reed.
Well, this is why I'm saying they're getting fired, though. So how are you going to pay somebody like a Joy Reid or something $1 million to basically do a podcast when they could do a podcast for free or have a much lower budget and get the same amount of views versus, because basically TV is there to sell advertisements. So if you got a show, like, the reason there's no advertisements on HBO, because you pay a monthly fee so that you don't have it. So if you're looking at all these other channels that have commercials, well, these shows need to have a certain number of viewers so that they can charge the commercials a certain amount per ad, because this many people will see your ad. And now that that's dropping, they're not making the money. It's all dropping, and it's killing the industry. You know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff, these people getting fired and stuff. Now, what, like Trump going after Jimmy Kimmel and stuff, that's not necessarily ratings, although everybody's ratings are down. So when they say it like that, it's not because it's Jimmy Kimmel. Like the Tonight Show, that used to get millions of people watching every week, and every night. And now it's,
Yeah,
been.
Jimmy. I mean, yeah, because Jimmy Kimmel, though, they tried to get him fired, though, but off his late night show because he spoke the truth about Charlie Kirk. So and they just don't. And dude, white folks they just don't want to see the truth either much. If come out, can't take the freedom of speech.
Yeah,
That's why they took off Studio Hall off the daggone show. Cause remember he had Farrakhan on the show.
yeah. That's Farrakhan, man. He been telling the truth a long time though.
Hmm.
It's funny that you bring that up. Just I think yesterday or the day before, I came across a channel that he's been like putting up archive videos of Farrakhan's speeches. You would think he said this today. And I had to like double check and look, like pay attention, because I thought it was new, but it looked old. He talking about right after the Million Man March, the things he's saying, you would think it was today. Like it's so relevant. And then it was another
Hmm.
to his speeches. It was in 1992 because he was talking about Ross Perot speaking more truth than Clinton and Bush, which was true. He was saying it,
Hmm.
and he was talking about how all the jobs are gonna be gone and this and that and da 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 da. I mean, Farrakhan be dropping some gems, and it made me kind of feel bad in a sense. And the reason I'm gonna say that, me personally, is I grew up in Chicago. Farrakhan's mosque was right down the street from me. Like I drove,
Wow.
yeah, like this was it was so part of my life. I didn't think nothing of it. It's like driving down past your local church type thing. That's how it's on Stony Island and on 71st. I stayed off 71st and Jeff. We just ride straight up past it. Anyway, people ride past it all the time. It's not like it's super packed and stuff. And I was just thinking I should have went in there. But I did go to Salam, his restaurant, all the time. I forgot all about it too until I was listening to his speech and he was talking about opening up the restaurant. I'm like, I forgot all about that place. I wonder if it's still open. But they
I mean,
used
how was it?
it was good. It was expensive. I remember it was expensive at the time. But it was a nice restaurant. I never ate in there though. I would always get stuff to go. But I always like bean pie because I buy the bean pie when they sell it on the street.
I know, right? See these people down south, they don't know nothing about no bean pies, man. And I be making my bean
Beans,
pies,
musical
and they
fruit.
be looking at me like, "What's that?" I'm like, "This is bean pie. This is something that's from up north, okay? It's
Right.
similar to sweet potato pie, but with
Yeah.
beans."
I ain't had a bean
The
pie.
more you eat them, the more you toot.
My
We
favorite meat
so,
is pecan pie. Pecan pie, I can
pecan
tear that
pie.
up.
Yeah, pecan pie good, but bean pie, that's only that Muslims make that. At least that I know of in America.
It's so good.
It is
Wait a
good.
minute, do you try Palabelle pie every year?
I've had some a couple years ago. They were good. I
Man,
had
it ain't the same no more.
Yeah, because
uh,
Walmart
See,
when I
those
be
are
going,
conflicting views. I've heard the same. Some people love them, some people don't like them. So I ain't never touched 'em.
but Walmart be selling them pies every year. But I ain't never tried her pie.
I
They say it
love
ain't
Walmart
got
sell
no
them
flavor.
pies all year round.
I
She got
got
a
the peach cobbler. Now this was 2 years ago. I forgot all about them, but I tried the peach cobbler, the red velvet cake, and it was one other. I bought like 3 or 4 of them. I liked them, but then I kind of got tired of it.
but
I
see,
probably
but
ate too much. That's what it was. I ate like 4 of them damn things in 2 months period. And I was like,
they
all
was
right,
good enough. They had you eating them in a 2 month period.
I know, right? It hit the
Shoot.
spot while it was going.
But she has a whole brand, and her food is supposed to be diabetic friendly.
I doubt it.
So it's supposed to be for
Exactly. I
people
doubt
who,
it.
because she has diabetes. So,
Right.
so it's supposed to be for people who are diabetic. They can eat that food.
And then
You
it's
talk about that sweet potato pie?
I'm talking about all her products.
that's
It's
what I
supposed to be
got though.
diabetic friendly.
I got the sweet potato pie one too. That was good too.
They said that it tastes better if you warm it up, though.
It's supposed to taste better if you warm it up.
Yeah, I
You
warmed
gotta
up
think it
all of
would
them.
be.
Well, no, I didn't warm up no red velvet cake.
I mean the pie, not the cake.
Yeah, I warmed up the. Actually, I don't think I warm up sweet potato pie. I think I normally eat that room temperature. I don't like it go out the refrigerator though. I like it room temperature.
I'll tell you one thing that I miss about being up north that the South don't have. Like, you know, them little corner chicken joints, like
Oh
Crown
yeah,
Chicken and Kennedy Chicken. They
I
don't
know.
got nothing like that around here.
And they was eating that JJ chicken in the Force episode. I meant to point that out.
Oh,
That's
JJ Fish and Chicken?
yeah, they had it the package on there. I'm about to
Now we
find
got a JJ Fish and Chicken down here. I don't know if it's the same as up north, but it's something down here.
it's probably it say the two J's is two fish bent in the letter of a J.
Yeah,
Yep.
we got JJ's down here.
They
And we got
started
a
in
Harold's down
Chicago.
here. 2 Harold's.
Oh damn, man, we don't even have Harold's here. You got
And we
Where
got
they at
this
this?
place
I
called
thought
Sharp,
Harold's in
too.
Chicago.
yeah. Where you at, Damien? Atlanta?
Yeah, it's
And
2
they got
Harold's
two
down here in
Harold's
the
chicken
Atlanta
in
area.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Harold Chicken be busted. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell yeah. I'm mad that y'all got it in Atlanta. How they go from Chicago to Atlanta and skip Indiana? We right next door. What the
Well,
world? I think we actually do have a Harold's here. Somebody told me, but it ain't.
Nah, let's check this out. You ain't gonna believe this. Magic City got busted chicken wings.
That's what I
them
heard.
chicken wings ain't good.
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's what they say because, like, I be following them, like the food critics, Mr. Chime Time, and he had went to like several strip joints in Atlanta. He went to the Blue Flame, he went to Magic City, and
Testing
he
their
went to a
way.
couple other strip joints. And he said the best ones
Blue
was
Flame.
between Magic City and Blue Flame had the best
Blue
wings.
Flame is the best, but them chicken wings ain't good. You cannot cook them. I know
What
you
I'm
can.
thinking is that
Well,
strip
I
clubs
know
say
that,
that
David. I know that, but I'm just saying, if you in the club and you want some chicken wings, hey,
strip
You
club.
ain't in the club for no dang chicken wings anyway. You just realized you didn't eat
Yeah, but
because you wrapped up in something else. So
that's
now
the
you
truth.
hungry.
To have it with the liquor on your belly, but strip clubs have been marketing their food like it's a good thing. Like, yeah, come for the booty, stay for the wings. I mean, they ain't but
It's
I
another
have
woman
heard
named
a couple
Yaki
of
Sweet.
strip clubs say they got a buffet or they got good wings and stuff. Like, I never went to try it out. You know what? I'm gonna try their wings. I'm not here for the ass and titties. I just want to see if y'all really make a good wing. That's all.
But how you been in Wingstop though?
Steve, you so funny,
Wingstop is so
Wingstop.
overrated.
man.
It
But
depends. It depends on where you at for the Wingstop. It depends on where you at and the owner for the Wingstop.
both of
Whoever
y'all
owns
are
and
right.
operates those makes or breaks the restaurant.
But here's the thing: I was messing with Wingstop when it was cheap, where you can get uh 10 wings and it was, with fries for $10. Now it's like $15, $16 for that. Like, come on, for these.
Dang
That's
man,
the
they done
economy
went
though.
up. Wingstop done went up.
That's
Yeah,
the
and
economy, man.
just like I didn't know that these people would blow up, but when I was in college in the year 2000 in Ohio, people were like, let's go to BW3s, BW3s. I'm like, what the hell is that? They're like, it's 25-cent wings on Tuesdays or whatever, and I'm like, damn man, that's like $1 for 4. All right,
Buffalo
cool.
Wild Wings.
Yeah, then I was there and I'm like, this say Buffalo Wild Wings. This don't say no BW3s. They like, yeah, but it's like Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like 3 W's. I'm like, no, it's not.
I'm
I
gonna
like
tell y'all a secret that
BW2.
some of these cooks be doing. They be sitting there buying whole chicken wings and they be cutting them in half and then
Oh
selling you
yeah.
two and
That's
make it seem like
what
it's two. Like, no, stop trying to be slick.
They
mm-hmm.
that's
They
that's
all do.
common. And this economy too, man. If the
Except for
economy wasn't
JJ
messed up
Fish
like
don't
that,
do
the
that.
food would be more affordable. Like
Yeah,
Atlanta right
JJ's give
now,
you whole wings though.
It's booming because it is cheaper to come down here. The tax is a little bit more cheaper. Everybody opening up a restaurant right now. They got a bodega on Memorial Drive, a New York bodega.
And what's in it? You know,
Some of
bodegas.
everything. Some of everything.
A
It's like a
bodega
grocery.
is
It's
not.
like a small grocery store, and they cooking food.
Yeah, but that's not. So the bodega used to
Like
be.
they selling chopped cheese up in there.
Yep,
No, they would call it that because they would sell weed or stuff in there under the counter.
they
So
could
it's
be
not.
doing that too.
Yeah, that's why they would call it that. It wasn't because they was the local convenience store. At least that was my belief, according to Dave Chappelle and Half
That,
Baked.
but what they call it New York Deli. That's what they call the restaurant, New York Deli.
Oh,
And
they got one of those right over here. They just opened that.
yeah, and
That's because
they're saying it's like a bodega. They
they
sell
sell cold
everything in it,
cuts and
just about.
pastrami. Because, like in Chicago, we sell pizza puff, Italian beef in our little corner stores. There, you go get a turkey club, a Reuben, a pastrami, and that's why they call it the deli because they go and get that type of stuff. Whereas in Chicago, we wouldn't eat that. So that's why
I want some of that Fiesta.
I got some right now.
What is
I
that?
Stop playing, Jay.
I'm not playing with you. I
What
got
is that?
some right
You
now.
got the Fiesta.
Yes, I
What
had
is it?
already ate Italian Fiesta, the pizza. Hold on, I had
Oh,
actually.
a pizza.
I'm glad you reminded me. I was gonna tell you I had brought it on Discord and I forgot, but I had just got it. Look at that. That was today. Got that.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
a
a
Fiesta
throwback,
pizza.
man. The box and everything.
Yeah, I seen that on Instagram.
This is from yesterday.
That look
I
good.
didn't cold.
Woo-wee.
I didn't warm it up yet. That was cold, but
Yeah.
some sausage and pepperoni, and then I got the shrimp. That's warmed up a little bit.
Can Daddy Moore eat that?
If he go get his own.
Is he supposed to be eating that?
No, I gave him some. Yeah, he eat any damn thing. He had ate a whole damn tray of brownies. Ain't even give me none.
I mean, is he supposed to be eating that though?
No, he don't do nothing he's supposed to do. He don't listen. He crazy. He goes talk with the girl. He gonna tell the girl to help him. You know, you do a good job. Helping me. You won't get married. You had your dad. Like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? This dude is tripping, man.
I
No.
tell you what, they got like is some good oxtails if you know how to cook them.
Oh yeah, they've been raising the price on oxtails lately, though.
I
Oh,
know it's hard to find some cheap oxtails.
Well,
You
you
ain't been
know
to the
why?
butcher?
Well, the reason why I just saw a video about this too. They say that before, like oxtails, pig feet, all that type of stuff was throwaway.
I can't eat. I can't eat that. I'm allergic to that. Can't eat them.
I feel you on the pig feet, but that was throwaway meat, and it wasn't considered a delicacy. But oxtails, that meat actually breaks down and is really savory, and they didn't realize it. But now, today, because so many people have made it and ate it, and Jamaican and this and that, now restaurants and other places that are more white, so to speak, they have it on the menu, and that has raised the price up and the demand up. And so
And
now,
I don't think that's fair.
and that's
Just
what
like
they were
just
saying.
like with lobsters. Lobsters used
Exactly.
to be throwaway food, used to be considered poor people food.
Yep. They used to feed lobsters to prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
That was prison food, lobster meat, because it
Well, I
was
can see that. That's your
water
last
rich.
meal. What you want?
I know. Now they would be considered luxury food. You feed prisoners lobster? What? They should eat bologna.
And
Shoot, you should be
gruel.
glad they eating at all. Let you go to jail in the Middle East somewhere. And they'll throw you somewhere and you fend for yourself.
Well, that's why we supposedly supposed to be different. because we're supposed to not do that. You get a trial, and you get to face your accusers, and you're
I
supposed.
mean, you in prison and you get food.
I
Let
know.
you go.
I'm
Let
saying.
you go to jail in another country. You ain't getting no food.
No, I'm saying that's what's supposed to have made us better is that we don't do that. But now we sending people all over the place, different countries, and no trial, and who knows if they getting fed at Alligator Auschwitz over there in Florida and all kind. So we starting to get just bad, but we were supposed to be better than other countries by having a rule of law and treat people better. But unfortunately,
I would stay out of Florida. I would stay out of that town.
Nah, that's mm,
I'm gonna stay out of Florida. You better stay out of that damn alligator. What they call it, Alcatraz.
Yeah, alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah, shoot, man.
Encouraging warrior, you don't got no butcher. You don't got a butcher to sell your meat.
nah. I usually go to like a farmer's market.
Same difference.
Hmm.
It's not cheap over there.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta shop around. You know what I'm saying? Because the like when you in the city, things that tend to be more expensive.
I know that.
They
But you
got
need
that.
to find you a butcher in the suburbs. Go to the suburbs and find the Africans.
Go find
Find the Africans that butcher
that.
and
Just
buy
see
your
you
meat
walking
from
down
them.
the street. You butcher?
You butcher?
Just in the bush. I butcher. I give you fresh meat if you want.
Look them up on the internet around your area. They somewhere. They everywhere. I know.
One thing I say is good that you do go to a farmer's market though, because a lot of this produce and stuff that we are getting mass produced, it got GMO and all that stuff, and part of that new bill they passed, they don't even have to label and tell people. So if you getting it direct from the farm and they actually grew it the right way and it wasn't no, you know, made in a lab seeds, you winning. Because man, we are so much stuff going on in this world
They
now.
out here 3D printing the meat. They 3D
Yeah,
printing meat.
for real. They really are.
I think it's sad when it's so bad out here in these streets as far as like the homeless situation that you got guys literally committing crimes just to have a place to stay because they figure like, hey, at least I get 3 meals a day. I got a place to stay. You know what I'm
They
saying?
been
Like,
doing that. They been doing that.
But that's showing how far we've fallen that people commit crime just to be in jail so they can have a place to stay and some food.
hmm
That means we've fallen off. And
or they try to play crazy and they go up in the hospital.
right, which that just show what all these billionaires are taking all this money.
Yeah, but they cutting health care and taxes for these for these rich people. And
Yeah.
they
And they
cutting
said
SNAP benefits too. And you can't do in some states you can't use SNAP benefits. You either must buy beverage, food, and take it in a bill.
Now he's
I've
telling
seen
everybody that everybody got to reapply now. Now we got to start all over scratch.
Wow.
So because it's a waiting period when you apply for benefits.
If you make everybody apply at once, that's going to overwhelm the system with applications.
Exactly, it's going to overwhelm the caseworkers, which they already overwhelmed and understaffed as it is.
Exactly. They're going to quit. But that's part of what they want to do. I think I said it before. That's one of their plans for Agenda 2025. Rage. That's what it's called. Retire all government employees. So whether they got to buy you out, piss you off, lay you off, get you out of here, close it. They trying to close the Department of Education. I mean, we go on for hours and hours if I go down this rabbit hole here. But
I mean, this is crazy, but this is messed up time.
yeah, man, everybody keep your head on the swivel out there and stay up. I'm looking. We've been rolling for 2 hours, so I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, because down here, man. I mean, down here, because they done strike down these Republicans that's passed give the Republicans 5 seats. The Texas Supreme Court, though, you know he's a Trump supporter. They done strike down the Texas grand jury map.
The gerrymandering.
The gerrymander map.
That's right. You in Texas. I was about to say where you at.
Yeah, no, they don't strike that down. So now they got to use their 2021 map, what they passed, going into 26 next year.
Yeah, man. Texas scared me about some of the stuff they doing. I ain't gonna lie. Texas, man. OMG.
But California, theirs is gonna be theirs moving forward because they passed that 50.
They got to match Texas.
Yeah, because
that Proposition 50.
Yeah, Proposition 50. Because you know Governor Newsom, though, California, they moving forward with their man.
I'm gonna play this video. This dude remind me of Steve. Before we go.
Jay, why you starting?
I know, right? But he just said, what do you say, Proposition 50? He said Proposition 50.
First you was sitting there getting on Damien. Now you sitting over here getting on Steven.
I ain't getting on nobody.
Yes, you is.
All right. Well, we got your encouraging warrior to your defense, man. I was gonna play this funny video, man.
Nah, you can play it. I ain't got no problem. Just
hey, no, here go to another video, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Don't believe this stuff, man. I think people doing stuff for attention, man. I think people is out here. They lying, man. This ain't real. And I think people trying to play with your emotions out here in the world. So don't fall for it. This for everybody watching. But this video, I'm about to tell you, this dude, I just don't want to believe this. But this dude is, I guess, trying to act like he transgender or cross-dresser or something. He say he only do this on the weekend. But this dude balls. This dude balls so goddamn big. I ain't gonna lie. What the hell? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. You ain't walking in these streets like this, man. You can't. This dude, this damn balls in this damn net. He feel like he caught him in the water.
he need to go to the doctor and get that checked out.
Oh, what he need to do is put on some pants. Don't wear no damn dress bunched up and fist. Come on, man.
And then the sad part, I'm speaking for the female community. I mean, all the ladies out here. You see all that good material he wasted, ladies? You see that? This is what we be talking about.
Hey, he ain't giving it away either. He keeping it bunched up, tight. You say good material.
So should I call you sir or ma'am? What's the tag? What's the tag? You took it? Bought that? I bought it. Oh, okay. You just left the tag out. Okay, for fashion. For fashion. Oh, okay.
No, you being cheap.
Look at his beard. It's shaved. It almost reminds me of Tyler Perry.
Madea.
You talking about
Yeah, man. How it's shaved down, but you could tell it was a mustache or a beard. Here. Anyway, man.
What is this in Atlanta?
When Johnny just gonna throw Atlanta all the way down, all the way under the bus.
I mean, come on now. I mean,
good material.
Hey,
this dude crazy, man.
Another online debate I've seen is people are wondering if Tyler Perry is related to Vivica Fox.
Why?
Because both of them had their face done and now their facial structures look similar.
They both had their.
Now come on, y'all need to stop.
Look it up. Look up Tyler Perry and Vivica Fox, and you will see where the people that had an online debate about whether they related because of how their faces look.
Well, I would say, I would think maybe black folks shouldn't be getting this work done like that. It don't go well with the jeans. Chopping
and
up.
Vivica said she was getting Botox put in her face, and it was making her face swell up like that.
And see,
Exactly.
Tyler may have done it himself too. So that's what I'm saying. They're not related, but they look similar because of what they've had done to themselves.
hmm And that's what I'm saying. I agree with probably that's what happened is that our people don't need. First of all, that ain't for our people. Everybody been saying black don't crack. People look good for our age. Now they want to stick this stuff in there and trying to compete, and well, that's part of the whole thing with the women actresses. They got to make them feel not good enough anyway, and all kind of stuff. So, but Vivica, I would have liked to see what she looked like without never have doing that. She probably would look like what you call it, who I think looked damn good for her age. What's her name? She played in the one movie I'm thinking of is ain't even her best. Angela Bassett. I was about to
That's
say,
why y'all need to watch that movie with Demi Moore called The Substance.
I
Yeah,
That
was
Angela
Yeah,
movie
Bassett.
watching
is
Yeah,
that.
I've seen
good.
that.
I was what man, that is so weird and crazy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we got to talk about that movie. I need to,
Yeah,
yeah, I
you need
need
to
to
put
go.
that on the agenda.
That is a wild movie. I mean, oh man, is they trying to talk about cloning? Is they talking
Well,
about
I didn't see the
clones?
movie. I saw the summary of it. I saw a
Oh
summary of
well,
it.
I ain't gonna get too deep in it. Well, we about to get.
Yeah, but I mean, I can understand why Demi Moore can identify, her character in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Cause she
Me
getting
too.
replaced by the young ones already in her roles.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Demi Moore still look good for her age. How old is she now? In her 60s?
Yeah,
Damn near
she in
close
the
to
and
60s.
Angela Bassett look good too. Though, and she's 67.
but when Demi Moore in the substance, they show her butt naked and full frontal and everything. Well, her booty was sagging. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. She had no magic in
Well,
that
she earned
mug.
that, man. She earned that.
She
And
earned
it's
it.
and
She
it's
earned it.
it's a
She
beauty.
earned
It's
it,
a beauty
Molly.
in being yourself too.
That's
Cause
true.
she could be jacked up and have her behind sitting on her back and all that like these young girls. But she ain't doing that.
And
Well,
all she
that's
got to do is do a couple squats and she be good to go.
that sagging. That did white girl booty. Well, at least the older white girls, the modern white girls, they got almost like black girl cuffs. Some of them, but that booty that she had, that's like OG white girl booty. That thing
Hmm.
already didn't have too much contours. She had a little cuff, but then it wasn't like no Megan the Stallion type thing. And
Okay, so what you supposed to be, a bootyologist now?
actually,
Mm-mm.
Hey
I have
Jay,
stayed at a Holiday Inn. Nah, but
hey Jay.
nah,
Before
was
we go, we do need to look at this new Spartacus spinoff,
yeah, I saw the
The House of
preview.
Ashland.
Yeah, that looked like
That's
that's
gonna
gonna
be on
be good.
Stars. We ain't never talked about Spartacus, but we need to talk about the House of Ashland. It's gonna be a what if thing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because Spartacus is a show that I didn't used to have cable when it used to come out because I'd be working and I couldn't be paying for the cable and can't watch it and stuff. But when I did have cable and sitting around more and not working as much, I came across Spartacus and I'm like, damn, what is this? This is crazy. I didn't see it all, but Spartacus, that was some gory, brutal. That was some, yeah, it make Game of Thrones look like nothing. At least the couple
Hmm.
Did y'all see the new Predator?
I know it's out, but I didn't.
Badlands, Predator Badlands.
I heard it actually did pretty good in the movies. I don't think there's nothing else to see right now, but I would like to see that Predator, seeing them in. They supposed to be in America now, right? Well, in the
I think South America.
okay, they in the city though. Again. The last time they was in the city, Danny Glover kicked them out.
Yeah. What it
Fact.
was, what it was about that Predator with Danny Glover. I said the Predator saw The Color Purple. And then it came to Ugly Looking for Misty.
The Predator meets the Color Purple.
No, the Predator want to get back for stealing her sister. So that's why it came to it came
You
Looking
told
for Misty.
Predator to beat me.
You sent Predator to beat me.
No, Silly told him at the table, when my children get here, we gonna sit around and whip your ass. He just didn't know her children was on another planet.
Mhm. Man, I actually saw the Predator 2 in the movies with Danny Glover because I
I
love
remember watching the first Batman in the movies. Remember when Prince came out with that song?
Batman.
Right.
I wanted to go see that first Batman so bad, and nobody would take me. And this was the first lesson I learned, and somebody spoiling the movie because
They
I
used to
couldn't.
have movies come out on DVD because I remember when Black Panther sold 1 million copies of it, it came out on DVD.
Yeah, but that was by then. But in this Batman, we talking about 1989. So Batman 1989, when that came out, I had a friend that did see it, and he told me damn near every aspect of the movie from start to finish. Showed like he had like little memorabilia magazines. I saw pictures and this and that. So when I did get the movie, when it came on VHS and I ran on to pop it in, I was like, damn, I've pretty much seen this already without seeing it. It's like the first time something was spoiled. Like I like seen it too much, heard too much. So anyway, that's one of the biggest memories I got with is that it was the first spoiled for me. But I didn't realize it was getting spoiled at the time. I just couldn't see it. So tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. Then when I saw it, I'm like, oh, shit, you told me everything already.
They need to bring back 3D movies.
I did go see a lot of 3D movies from like 2012 to probably 2019. I probably done saw all of those damn Marvel movies that came out during that time period. They would be in 3D. They come with the black glasses, not the red and blue. They look like regular sunglasses.
Yeah, because I remember I had those when I was watching a movie, and then I kept falling asleep. My mama had keep stepping me on my leg though.
Yeah, there was some feedback coming in, but I could hear it. But yeah, man, Courage and Warrior sound like we got some feedback. But it's all good. We about to wrap it up. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Steve, I definitely appreciate you coming through. Keeping the smile going. Definitely keep me smiling with some of your comments and things, man. I appreciate it. And we'll be back this Friday morning,
Yep,
Thursday
episode
night.
3.
That's right. We're gonna break it down. So
So no missing out.
there you go. Make sure you check it out. Come through. Appreciate you, man. And Damian Kenny, man, appreciate you, fam, for coming through and the support and everything as always. And
Yeah, bro. I enjoy your brand. I got your back.
hey, man, I appreciate it, man. This like a family channel, but not necessarily like the family content necessarily, but we together, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah, we all
appreciate
in this
that.
together.
That's right, man.
Yeah, we gotta do a reunion, except we gotta get y'all to come down here to
Hey,
Atlanta.
that might be the place to do it too.
Kelly was saying at one time, we were speaking on Discord. Kelly was saying she might move down here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, never know.
I'm down here. One Johnny down here. Crafty's down here.
Yeah. Yeah, might have to go on and make a plan to come down there. Then it's kind of right in the middle, so ain't too far from everybody. Whereas if we go to New York or California, that's way away from most. But Atlanta is kind of in the middle. I definitely wouldn't say come hang in Indianapolis. I definitely wouldn't say that. So,
Well, I might be able to swing that. I got people over there. Not that far from there. I got family.
well, you doing more than me then.
I just gotta get them a heads up and ask them, can I stay for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Can I stay while I come play with my friend?
Yeah, I know that's right. Well, man, you just let me know, man. We make something happen.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good one. I
You too. Have a good night.
Yep, you too. Y'all have a good one, everybody that's watching. I appreciate all y'all that's still here to the end, and everybody watching on the replay. I appreciate you as well. But I'll be trying to hang in there, get a few things done, and I'm not want to make it seem like I'm the busiest person in the world or this or that, but I do appreciate all the help, support, everything. And I do know that it's a lot of stuff. Like YouTube just surpassed television as the most watched thing. So like it ain't going back. And it's a lot of people and a lot of things to see and do. So hey, I appreciate everybody to come through here, rock with me. I know and recognize most of the names. I appreciate y'all. And y'all have a good rest of your week. We will be back to chop up this next episode 3 when it drops after midnight. Malik the King, you say Predator Badlands was fire. They on another planet humans can't even go to, so they send androids. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to check that out. And I've seen, I think, 2 Predator movies, 2 or 3 in the movie theaters. I know 2 for sure because I saw that last Predator movie that was in theaters, and they were like in that little boy. The little boy could communicate with the ship. Yeah, do they have that continuation where the boy was able to get into their ship and all that? I'm gonna have to check that out. I should have thought of that sooner. Anyway, Miguel, you say the last movie you saw in 3D was Saw the Third. Dang, I don't think I've seen any of those in the movies. And the only 3D movie I've seen have always been in the theater. So I think the last one I might have saw was Black Adam or something. Or Avatar. The second Avatar. Anyway. Let me get up out of here, y'all. Man, you know me. I'll be talking and talking and talking and talking. Next thing you know, it'd be 5-6 hours. So be people waking up in the morning. Damn, you still talking? Anyway, be good out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.